huge amount of editing and post-production. These ones rarely ever assist or deter the whole story if not chosen well. Characters people can recognize in themselves quite clearly.
I'm comforting, I'm loving it.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I'm Kosikona Kumalo and I'm happy. Yeah.
I'm your boy and I'm fascinated.
I'm currently a lecturer at WITS in the journalism department, and podcasting is one of the modules I teach. Your first sentence, your first sound bite, or your first visual has to grab attention.
Why are we here? The first thing is to give you some tools, give you a little bit of training to learn how to produce a podcast.
But for now, just think about what you want to talk about. And then maybe also think about what form you think it would fall under. Just as long as we are aware of what we're here for and who is telling us their story. That's the only parameters I have.
I think there's a lot of stories, as Caroline said, that don't get told. When they're told by outsiders often who come in.
That's why stories, authentic stories, are so important. So that the facts don't get lost.
The mental health of teachers is very, fed or side-bagged, not looked at, not taken care of.
So for me, it's just there to unpack why am I this prominent Muslim lover and believer.
So we understand that hustlers hustle because they want money, but what's next?
Tell them about organizations which help people like you who do not have funds to start their own businesses and stuff.
I'm going to be having a dialogue with young men in the township.
That's the point of the project. We want you to write a story about yourself from where you are, from your position, from where you live, from who you are.
The importance of storytelling is to get a clear picture of what's happening into someone's life and maybe passing that story to the next person so that they can find healing through that storytelling.
I want to tell stories so that people can just see how I see the world or see how other people see the world. I mean, words are power, knowledge is power, just depends on how you utilize it.
The storytelling.
The believer.
We know that there are a lot of stories that get told in the township.
Rose fell pregnant at the age of 15.
That we don't get to hear. Some of the experiences that you've had, your friends, your family, your love, your joy.
You fell in love with reading.
So it's about just bringing your experience, honoring where you come from, the stories that you tell, the things that you see that are exciting, or that are sad, or that are tough. Bring all those to the storytelling, to the podcasting.
Oh, I feel that there's a need, that there's a gap that in our community that there are no stories that they've been told or been documented. So there's a need that we have to tell the story.
I want to tell stories because here in our society, we don't know anything. We don't like to tell stories to other people. My impact of my stories, I think, will change many of my friends and my colleagues and the people who are living around me. I want to inspire them to change their lives.
I think the power of storytelling is about giving dignity back to the people telling the stories, and it gives people agency, it gives people a real perspective of what's happening on the ground, and it's a way to connect, really. I think humans live off of and are sustained by stories, so that's why we keep telling stories. So storytelling is an essential part of being human.
Hello everyone, welcome to the Hustlers Talk. My name is Visi Nyamande, and today I'm at the local taxi rank and I'll be interviewing one of the hustlers who is a taxi driver. We'll have a conversation with him and get to know him better, so let's go.
Exe, welcome to my new episode on Amagenge. Amagenge, a collective noun commonly used by young men in South African townships. On today's episode on Amakenge, I want to have challenging yet progressive and meaningful conversations with the men around Katlehong.
Hola my people, welcome to the Mind Job Podcast. Today we're tackling the topic, Catch Your Thought. I'm your host, Sethusa, and in this show, using my story, we're going to explore the unseen workings of our mental mechanism. The goal being to come out with nuggets on how we can get our minds to work for us and not against us.